Alright, so any last words before we go in?
You're in.
Alright, so here we go. So yeah, we're here with Big Poe. What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I am blessed and highly favored, man.
Cause now we blessed and highly favored. Come on, blessed and highly favored. Come on, oh don't you worry, haters. You gon' get to see us make it. Cause we blessed and highly favored. Come on, blessed and highly favored.
So man, this is what do we call this?
The Depot.
The Depot.
The Depot.
How we get that name?
Bacardi and Red Bull. Awesome.
Bacardi and Red Bull.
I'm so drunk I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day.
DB Cooper, Big Poe, you get the Depot, Bacardi and Red Bull. I don't think it's ever been done. Yeah. I don't think it's ever been done.
Hey, what's up, everybody? DB Cooper here tonight. And I'm here at the
Mr. Gimmich's Tattoo.
Yeah, so we're hanging out tonight, and we actually had a big. Oh my God, this drink is something else.
I'm so drunk I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day.
We're at a Big Poe show here, and we are drinking the Depot. Cheers up, bro.
Cheers,
the Depot.
Just water for me.
Yeah.
So the Depot we came up tonight with, I think, you can comment if not, it's the, like you said, the Bacardi and the Red Bull.
Yeah. The Depot.
And it's got a taste to it. I'll say it's an acquired taste.
And acquired taste is an appreciation for something unlikely to be enjoyed by a person who has not had substantial exposure to it.
Is that first drink?
Maybe, but look here, after 2 or 3, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That first one, this one's a little smoother than that first one was, so there might be something there. So cheers to the Depot.
Yeah. It's crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, like our journey and our path. Like, Adam hit me up yesterday and said, hey.
Wait, hold on, back up.
Yeah?
You're getting ahead of yourself. Where are you from, man? What's going on?
I am from West Monroe, Louisiana. If everybody knows who Duck Dynasty is, the Robertsons, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A&E. I live in the same little town they live in, man, and I love the bayou, I love my culture, I love crawfish, I love New Orleans Saints football. That's who I am, man. That's what makes me unique in what I do, you know what I'm saying? Here, I'm finna go get my Chevrolet, I'm finna go hit a road, and I'm gonna listen to some music. Come back and say, baby, I love you, man. Back in 2008, man, I worked on the pipeline. I did directional drilling, so if the pipeline crossed a water body, like a river or something like that, we drilled underneath the earth and come underneath the Mississippi River and come to the other side. That's what I did for a living.
Holy shit.
I come home for a weekend, and man, I used to get high, I used to eat a bunch of pills, you know what I'm saying? Just do stupid stuff like drinking and driving, like eating a lot of pills and driving and stuff like that. I got about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from my house. I left the bar one night, man, and I had a wreck, and I got ejected out of the driver's side windshield. When I did, I hit the asphalt, I broke my back, I broke 6 ribs, I broke my hip, my shoulder, and I couldn't walk for 3 years, man. Like, I woke up in the hospital. It took about 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, to kind of wake up and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, there's a possibility that you may not walk, you know, for the rest of your life. And, you know, I had to sit in that hospital bed and think to myself, I've let down my family, I've let down everybody around me. So what do I do from here? Do I give up? Do I go back home and eat these pain pills just to wake up every day, just to survive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or do I decide to do something great with my life? And, you know, when I broke my back, I lost my family. I was married. I had 2 kids. I had my daughter with my wife, and I had a stepdaughter that I raised. And it just, I lost everything. I lost my job. I lost my land, my vehicle, everything I owned. And, you know, it was at that point that I said, man, Lord, if you just let me walk, man, just let me have a life. I'll do whatever I got to do, man. And so, you know, I fought through rehab. I fought through walking on parallel bars to learn how to walk again. And you know, I was already an addict, but when I left, when I had the wreck, you know what I'm saying, they sent me home with a suitcase full of pills. You know, like, so I'm eating pills every day, I'm hurting. I gotta wake up and move around, but I was numbing myself the whole time. So for 15 years, I was involved with music from 1997 to now. It's 2018 now. But for 15 years, I was an addict. When I had the wreck, they sent me home with the pills. I took the pills, and all of a sudden, it wasn't doing enough for me. It wasn't numbing all the shit that I've been through. So I started banging. I started taking needles and sucking them up and shooting them in my veins. I OD'd 2 times. I lived in a camper at the time that I OD'd one time, and my daughter was playing outside of that camper. She was playing with her sister, my stepdaughter. And they found me choking on my vomit in that trailer, in that camper. And I was about dead. They drug me out, hit me with that EpiPen. I shot up, like just raising up from the dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they got me to the hospital and saved me that time. I OD'd one time, I woke up and I couldn't fucking move my legs at all. I crawled with my hands to the refrigerator to get something to drink until the paralysis wore off from me ODing.
That's
And then one day, DB, one day I woke up and said, I don't want to live like this no more. I'm sick of this shit. And the Lord put a purpose on my life to do something great. So I wake up every day, this music, all this stuff that I've been through, these stories. I get to come to a place with Adam right here in Noblesville, Indiana.
Hold on again, man. Let me jump in here again. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. Like, I just want to touch on that actually, since we're there in the story.
Yeah.
You know, I do a lot of interviews. You guys watch the interviews, you know, and usually we kind of have a certain style of interview, but it's still what you're saying is important. And I know there's a lot of people that watch this stuff or on my Facebook and my YouTube, and the unfortunate part about it, I think right now, is a lot of people actually understand what you're talking about. More people than maybe we're all comfortable with. So, like, your story is epic and horrifying and inspirational, you know, but at the same time, I want you to be the only person who's gone through this thing, but that's the reality of this world, and why we're talking right now is because it's not.
Right.
And there's a lot of people, and I guess that's why I'm in a rut wanted to, you know, touch on that, because in case you are watching this, it does mean something. And like, I don't know either of these dudes that well. We've met and all of that, but I can probably say none of us feel like we are that fucking special.
Yeah.
We've worked for what we got, but it's not anything that anybody else who's been through this shit could probably come to. You know, and that's important to remember, or whatever. I'm sorry. So, to get back with what you were saying, man, you know, so what'd you do from there? How did we get to this couch from there? Tell us that part.
I'll tell you the whole 100% story. So, I've been doing meth, and I've been up for about 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping out. You know, all that good stuff. It didn't matter what kind of drug it was. I just wanted to forget about what I was going through at the time. I didn't want to deal with the reality. And I said, man, I'm tired of this. So there was a little church down the road called Point Assembly of God, man. And I kept passing by it every day, and I was like, you know what? I kept getting fed up with my life, fed up with my lifestyle. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop in here. So I went, man, and that was where I started getting reconstructed, you know what I'm saying, going through the construction process. And before you know it, I was, helping out with the youth, teaching the youth. I was singing in the choir, and I had a dream one night, man. I had come from being an addict, sleeping on people's couches and bouncing around from here and there. Then the next thing, I'm at the church, man, and I'm teaching the youth and this and that. And, I took a youth trip to Arkansas on the Buffalo River. I actually got to take my daughter on this trip, and you know, it was a bunch of younger kids and stuff like that, and I got to kind of tell them about my experiences and kind of help people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the blessing about this music that I do. It's bigger than the music. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk to so many people. I get to cross so many people's paths. But I went on that U-trip, and we were on the Buffalo River, and we stopped at a little cove, and we got out, and we got our canoes pulled up on the bank, and they said there's a waterfall for 1.5 miles. Okay, now keep in mind, I couldn't walk real good. You know what I'm saying? I can't walk uphill even to this day. And I had a cane with me, and me and my daughter walked, and we walked and walked, and my daughter says, "Daddy, I'm tired. I don't know if I can make it anymore." I said, "Baby, come on. We gonna make it." So we kept on walking, and we kept on walking. And she said, "Daddy, I can't make it." I said, "Baby, come on." And we finally keep on going, and I'm pushing. I got one good leg, and I'm walking up, and next thing, here comes this beautiful waterfall. And I looked up at that waterfall. I said, "Baby," I said, "this is God's country." And I didn't understand where it come from, but that ended up being the album that I released in 2015 was that God's Country album. And that from that point on, I went back home after that U-trip, and I had a dream. And I live in a pasture in Louisiana, okay, right there by the bayou. And in the dream, I was standing out off the porch in the pasture. And I would see a rocket go up and it'd go off. And it'd say Dallas. And it'd go, phew, boom. And I could feel the ground shaking. I was standing in the pasture at my house. Then another rocket go off. Phew. Memphis. It hit Memphis. I could feel the ground shaking. Another one would go off. Phew. Noblesville, Indiana. I could feel the ground shaking. I woke up from that dream that morning, and the Lord said, "Look here. I'm finna take you all over the United States telling your stories. You're finna meet a whole group of people that you wouldn't even imagine." And so from that day forward, in 2015, my mission was to do music and tell my stories and tell about my experiences and how I came from this. And here I am now. And it's led up to the point where I'm sitting on the couch with Adam and DB, and we're doing an interview right now, man. So that's the best way I can explain it, man.
So that brings us to Adam's couch, which Adam's couch is conveniently located here at...
It's 164 North 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana.
Yeah, man. So the show tonight was here at Adam's place. You can't see it, and I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you, there's this other room off to the side. There's a stage, man. It's actually a really fucking cool room. This is one of the coolest tattoo shops I've ever been in. Right behind you guys is a couple of really awesome looking bikes. There is just counter space and tattoo booths, and all right, maybe I'll shoot a few clips and mix them in here while we're talking and show you this place. But yeah, this place is really awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself there, Adam, and what's going on here, man?
Well, I own a couple of shops here in Indiana, Castleton and Noblesville. We have big dreams here if we want to have music events and tattoo awards and bike shows and car shows. And
You have other shows here on the stage there.
Yeah.
Anything regular or just?
Nope, not yet. Yeah,
right on.
Just trying to hook it up. We do First Friday events throughout the summer with historic districts downtown Noblesville. So we try to do one concert or event every first Friday, and then hopefully we'll pick up more than that this summer.
Cool. Yeah, I know some of you probably live around Noblesville, Lebanon, I'm from Lafayette, so none of this is too far from us. So if you're in the area, definitely come check out some of Adam's stuff. I think that's a nice segue into how do we find your music and your stuff. You got some websites. Really? I know you got some YouTube and SoundCloud. Tell us all about that.
Man, look here. You can go to www.bigpubmusic.com and you can get to me anywhere. You can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at Big Pub Music, Big Poe, B-I-G-P.
Oh wait, hold on. This is the part where I'll be showing all of those links on the bottom. So go ahead and keep talking, and those links that he's saying right now are located right here, so click on them.
Yes, click on them and look here. All my music is available on all digital outlets. Google Play, iTunes, everywhere, man. I love this music. I have a passion for it. I like to tell my stories. You know, music's done got away from the message. You got a lot of people making noise, but you don't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like, so I stand for the message. I stand for every song means something, and I do something for a reason. And I'm blessed. And
Cause now we blessed and highly favored. Come on, blessed and highly favored. Come on, oh don't you worry, haters. You gon' get to see us make it. Cause we blessed and highly favored. Come on, blessed and highly favored.
I'm gonna keep on believing in music making a difference, man. And a lot of this.
What you
shit
say, 10 toes down?
10 toes down, man. Look.
10 toes down. I will hustle till they heard of me. Yeah, heard of me. Yeah, heard of me. 10 toes down. I will hustle till they heard of me.
Show them your toes, bro. Get those piggies up there and show them 10 toes down.
10 toes down. Look
That's how
here.
serious this man is.
I'm from Louisiana, the bayou. You know, it don't get cold down here, and then when I go in these cold states, you know what I'm saying? Every time I hit the stage, I go barefooted.
I'm gonna need everybody that's in the building, including Dennis, to take your shoes off and put them on the stage right here.
You know what I'm saying? I've had to learn how to walk again and stuff like that. So being barefoot, it keeps me to the ground. It keeps me centered. You know what I'm saying? When you put shoes on, it raises you up. So me being 10 toes down is, you know, that's how I move around, and that's how I think. My mentality, man, is just you can do anything in life. You can manifest any situation. All you have to do is give it energy and make it grow and let it grow a little bit more. So we're capable of doing way more than we do in life. I've seen that because I've been at the depths of hell, and then I've been able to succeed and win. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just know that if you stay 10 toes down, you keep it real, you hustle every day. My motto is hustle till they heard. So whatever you gotta do in the meantime, in between time, you hustle. Next thing you know, people see you. People will capture originality. Somebody that has a vision and a dream, they work hard, they take losses, and then they win. Just like your tattoo shop is amazing. You had a vision, you gave it energy, and now we're sitting on the couch together. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're sitting on the couch together. Absolutely. You got any shows coming up, man? Tell us about what you got coming up. Oh, tell us about that album you just put out too.
I just put out an album, Gumbo Soul, June 1st. It's, you know, you take rock, blues, country, rap, all that good stuff, you mix it up in a pot, and it's a gumbo. You know, Louisiana gumbo is chicken, sausage, bell peppers, onions, all that good stuff. You mix it up in a pot and it just tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I was raised on Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Hank Williams Jr., George Strait, Outkast, UGK, and if you take all those genres and you put them all together, that's what you get with Big Poe. Just a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And that's what I pride myself on, man. Is just doing me. Like when we do us, we're able to fly. Like, you know, an eagle is solo. An eagle, you don't see too many eagles. Because see, our society has got everybody confused. Like, we're all individuals, but all the TV and this and that sways us this way and this way into not being who we really are. It's up to the point that we find out who we really are is when we really soar and do the great shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're tricked every day, you know, by the government, society, into believing that we're not good enough, we can't do this, we cannot accomplish this, and really it's just we wake up every day with an opportunity and a choice. And it don't matter what you go through, bro, it don't matter. That day starts a new beginning into something great.
10 toes down.
10 toes down.
10 toes down. I will hustle till they heard of me. Yeah, heard of me. Yeah, heard of me. 10 toes down. I will hustle till they heard of me.
10 toes down. All right, Adam. So Since I don't know, I'm sorry. Do you do tattoos? Are you a tattooed
absolutely.
guy? So how many butts you tattoo?
A bunch, yeah. Couple hundred,
I
probably,
mean,
yeah.
just the important questions here in the
Yeah.
end. So what was the last butt you tattooed?
It's been a while recently, yeah. For sure.
No
we have
recent butts.
Summertime
fraternity
butts.
guys that keep showing up and getting 202.
202?
I don't even know what it
I don't know what it
means.
means. Hey, what's up with that 202? Put
Yeah,
it in
I
the
don't
comments.
know,
I
yeah.
need to know what that means.
Yeah.
And we've done multiple shows all year, man, and just coming into 2019, feeling blessed and highly favored, and just wake up every day and win. That's what I want to do. Like I want to encourage people to do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in. That's what I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a light and a spirit for everybody. Like that's what it's about, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be that. Like, these people, these kids are watching. These people are watching. People are looking for leaders. Who's gonna be that leader?
Yeah, man.
It's a fucked up world, DB.
It's a fucked up world, man.
Who's gonna be the leader?
Who's gonna be the leaders out there? All right, fellas. So I guess we'll wrap this up.
Been recording. So
I don't know what the
that's
fuck
why-
I was even
why
saying.
got
So I
that.
guess since it stopped
You're
recording,
right.
that's what edit's all about at home. So anything else you guys want to tell us before we go, man?
Man, I want to thank the Lord for letting me cross paths with DB Cooper. I want to, for whatever reason, I'm here sitting on this couch talking to you, and it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Hell
so,
yeah.
so if you're living in the moment and it was meant to be, how great of an experience can that be? Like what can top that, DB? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're here on this couch for a reason. DB Cooper, I got to meet him at Cricket Fest. Adam, you know what I'm saying? I got to meet him a few weeks ago, and look here, we're all here on the couch for some reason. Like, we can't explain it, but it was supposed to happen. So believe that. If you believe that what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and you wake up every day with that mentality, then you're living free as a bald eagle. Who wouldn't want to do that? Wake up every day and be a bald eagle.
So remember that. Cheers your fucking depots. Keep those 10 toes down.
Yeah.
And tell your mom I said hi. Tell them bye, fellas.
Bye, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
I'm so drunk I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day. My stomach is filled with haggis and head. I've got to go puking some hay.